the meeting of the Rules and Open Government Committee to order. There she is. Let's take roll.
Davis,
Here.
Jimenez,
Present.
Kamei, Foley, Cohen.
Here. All right, we will start by reviewing the May 9th final agenda. We have the 1:30, 9:30 closed session, 1:30 regular session. We were going to remove the notation for the 6 p.m. evening session since we're not having an evening session next week.
It says cancel.
Oh, it says canceled. Thank you. It's already been removed. So then we have 4 ceremonials, consent. And by the way, on the ceremonial, the 4th one, we have confirmed we will hold that at 5 o'clock. We have consent, pages 6 through 8, 12 items. In section 4, annual report from military equipment. Section 5, a couple of street resurfacing contracts. Section 6, municipal regional stormwater permit. And section 8, the homelessness annual report. And then there's a few items on land use, which will be heard immediately after the regular agenda. Consent 10.1 and an item 10.2 in District 4. All right, we will go to public comment.
Paul Soto, Paul, we can't hear you. We'll go back to you. Blair Beekman, Blair, we can't hear you either. Hang on just a second. We'll check if you have technical difficulties. Okay, Blair, go ahead. Try it again.
Check, check, check. Hello.
Okay, Blair, go ahead.
We'll try one more time. Check, check, check. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, go ahead.
Awesome. All right. So you started the timer over? Yeah, you did. Okay. Thank you. And then you can get Paul next. Thank you. For items 2.9 and 2.12 are the future of trail issues and smart street projects or street good street projects for the future of what is it? I can't even remember it now. Blossom Hill Road Improvement Program, interchange program. These are tech things can really be interestingly involved with the future of wildlife trails. And as always, I try to remind yourselves the important work of the city of Davis. They've done really good tech ordinance work on these things, making good, open, clear public policies that I think yourselves should actually really enjoy and learn how it can be a more open, accountable process. Thank you. And for item 4.1, military equipment annual report, the very definition of open and accountability practices. I hope you noticed this was at PISPIS a few weeks ago. 2 people from the American Defense Services Committee had a pretty long list of things that really can be improved upon in how police initially presented their findings of military use equipment and giving that to the public. There can be a myriad of ways to always want to build just more and more open practices with these guidelines and ways to work. We're at a really good start. I hope we want to continue to proactively offer our good practices and to list our good, what our equipment is and what we're doing with it so it can be clear with the public, to ask questions in return. That is our democracy and that is our future, guys. I mean, it is wonderful. It is not war, believe it or not. It is peace. Open democracy is peace. This is what I'm here for, guys. Thanks.
Paul Soto?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that was on their end, Blair, because I could hear your voice perfectly, just the way that you could hear mine. So what they're doing is they're silencing our mics. Anyways, Paul Soto from the Horseshoe. Consent calendar, minute orders. Now, I need a politician on this board that has courage to start challenging the system. I spend hours reading these memos and preparing my remarks. And what they've done is all during the COVID era, what they've done, look at this calendar, look at the minute order calendars. What they're doing is they're erasing public comment. They're literally going back to all of those documents and erasing them. Now, when you read 1984, George Orwell's 1984, and you read about the Ministry of Truth, that was the one that Winston was working in. And what they were doing was the exact same thing. They're going back and they're erasing or they're inserting into public documents things that they don't want the future to know. So basically what they did is they erased my entire work, all of my work and Blair's. They erased us from the public record from the future. So you see, 50 years from now, when they look back at this time, because the COVID era in San Jose is going to be one of the most researched eras in our history, because researchers in the future are going to research this point in time because of all the corruption that's going on. And so what the city has done is literally erased any kind of opposition, any kind of challenge to the city itself. And they did it in the documents. So come on, I mean, that's number one. Number two is that you're depriving me of the ability to challenge you in court because now I can't access that record. Now, I'm glad I saved my own. I've got plenty of them. So I'm safe on certain areas. But these ones, I didn't know you were doing it with these. So, and they're all COVID era issues. You guys are criminals.
Back to the committee.
Move approval.
I was just about to say we need to also to include the ad sheet, but thank you for the motion.
Include ad sheet.
All right, any comments or questions on the agenda? All right, let's vote.
Motion passes.
All right, motion carries 5-0. Now we'll move on to the agenda for May 16th. Again, 9:30 closed session, 1:30 open session. We have at least 2 ceremonials. Consent, pages 5 through 7, 10 items. Section 3, public hearing on the capital and operating budgets, for proposed budgets. The multifamily housing revenue note. Another one is on 3.4 and 3.5. Section 5, we have Beautify SJ vehicle blight status report. PG&E long-term energy agreement. Garbage rates. And the future of San Pedro Street on page 12, section 8.
Point of order, Chair. The administration requests a 1-week deferral on 8.1, future of downtown, or future of San Pedro Street status report for 1 week. We've had some legal issues come up with the state's fire code that we'd like to sort through.
Okay, so we'll add that to our motion when we get to it. Let's go to public comment.
Paul Soto?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Paul Soto from the Horseshoe. I'm in conversations with the Moekma Ohlone people regarding the Tamian Station. My comments are restricted to the Tamian Station build. And number one, I want to know, have you contacted them and spoke with them? Because here's the possibility This housing project is going a stone's throw away from where my ancestors were dug up. Remember, I'm a registered California Native Mission Indian. And so these are my ancestors. And what you did is you dug up their burial site to build the taming station. And that's how it got its name. I was a little boy and I rode on the bike over there and I saw what was happening. Didn't really understand it at the time, but I do now. And so I want to know, number one, have they been contacted? Number one, is there going to be a representative of the Ohlone people on site, paid for by the city, in order to guide this through its process? Because there's a very significant possibility that you are going to unearth a final and disturb a final resting place of our people. So that's number one. Number two is, has there been built into this installation an art installation, some memorial, not a plaque? I don't want no plaque. I want something big. I want something big that honors the ancestors and the rightful, legitimate owners and stewards of that land. It's obvious that they are the rightful stewards of the land because you disturbed their final resting place to build your BTA. So to you, progress means disturbing our people, and that's like disgusting. But of course, none of you have a conscience about it, and there'll be a lot of issues around this if you don't. So it's important that I put this on record and put this on notice. And also, I would like for some Muwekma Ohlone natives to be considered for this housing project, to live there.
Blair Beekman.
Hi, Blair Beacon here. Two items I wanted to talk about today. One is about the two items about community energy. Again, it's actually a continuation of something yesterday at council, and also about PD that was talked yesterday. I really hope you in your 5 plan coming up, you really offer. I mean, the community energy city manager talked about the importance of maybe a new sort of council commission, the head of the community energy. But there needs to be talk about community energy itself. I mean, consolidating all the power into the city manager to have executive decision-making power, policy-making, is really questionable to me in the long term, maybe for the short term. And I think you guys have to learn how to be more clear about that and be clear that we have a goal to be a community energy product. And what I said in the previous item, what all that entails. I mean, we're opening a future of a more open democracy, everyone. And you have to learn how to be working towards that and to talk in that language and to be accessible to those concepts. We're not just continuously a representational democracy, we're a participatory democracy as well. Learn the language to speak of the participatory democracy process. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm giving you a language that there's guidelines, there's legal precedents from the state of California to help you along. And you guys are not doing it, and really, and you're just agreeing. And it's fun stuff, or fun stuff. Thank you.
Back to the committee.
All right, thank you. Any,
Move approval with the deferral of item 8.1 to May 23rd.
Second.
all right, any other comments, questions? All right, let's vote. All right, motion carries 5-0. So now we're on to our consent calendar. There's 3 items, and now we'll hear public comment.
Paul Soto.
Yeah, I gotta pull up my notes here, so if you can be patient with me, I gotta find my notes. But consent calendar items. Oh yeah, consent. I wanted to bring up District 7 about Black April. District 7 seems to have a kind of a case of amnesia, and what I mean by that is that there is no respect at all, or no acknowledgement of the 48 Chicano lives that were drafted into this war and shipped 8,000 miles away to provide, to kill and to die in the fields of Vietnam, to give them democracy over there. And this is a democracy that these Chicanos were denied here in the fields of Sasipuedes. And the denial, when I went to the museum of the Vietnamese community, I do not see anything in that museum that honors the Chicano sacrifices that were made so that they could experience democracy. They walk around the city real bold with their chest out, thinking that somehow or another they got something coming. Well, you know what? The very backbone, and the sole means by which they have anything in this city is the sacrifices of the Chicano community, because Willow Glen didn't want them. Willow Glen wanted nothing to do with them. The Rose Garden wanted nothing to do with Vietnamese. It was the Samoan community, the Filipino community, and the Mexicano community that absorbed them and gave them refuge because they were refugees. Nowhere in the world did they find refuge other than in our communities. And yet we are not reflected in any of their history, in any of their public acknowledgments. They walk around with their militarized uniforms, bold, sticking their chest out. And you know what? We're the ones that provided their ability to do that.
Blair Beekman.
Hi, Blair Beekman here. I also wanted to speak on the Black April issue. For a few years now, I've been trying to handle how to better address this issue because I'm trying to my hardest to better learn and relearn my better thing around social practices that I feel simply give important organization direction in how we consider our issues in life as a society. And when 9 times out of 10, our better ideas on how we move forward toward things is based basically on socialist ideas that we tend to not give credit for, or that when we do, we quickly shit aside and say we're a capitalist society, we don't want, but we'll look at it anyway. So I find there's a twisticity in how we work in this country that's annoying. I don't like it. And we should be honest, open, and direct how we address our issues. Socialism has a lot of answers. So with this in mind, it's been hard for me with the current Vietnamese mind frame in San Jose that gets really angry at that I totally understand from what they've been taken away from in their past. And so I've been trying to figure out a way to better consider that and how I can talk with the business community when I'm in there is talk about things. And Councilperson Ortiz said the really nice thing at a Black Friday meeting or April meeting. No matter what we do, are trying to work as one towards the goals in life. And that was the nice word. So good luck to ourselves, how we think as one with Vietnam, within this country together, and reach this.
Back to the committee.
All right, do we have a motion on consent?
Move approval.
Second.
All right, let's vote. All right, that motion carries 5-0. So we're on to open forum.
Paul Soto.
Yes, Paul Soto from the Horseshoe. I'm really, I mean, you guys are going to wait till this like is fought in court because you're not, I can see that Thomas Fallon planted that flag in 1846 in San Jose. And then when Peter Burnett went on his expedition, the one that are beneficiaries, their descendants are the beneficiaries of those policies. And there's a lot of wealth going around and a lot of chest pounding of people, of Anglos that profited from those decapitations. And it's sickening to continually attend these meetings and see how ruthless this council is. That's number one. Number two, going on record because I received a bribe from a councilwoman that's on this committee a couple of years back. I she offered to pay me money to give shouts on these meetings to like bolster her political position. And she's listening to me, and I know she remembers that call. And what she did is she offered me money to a nonprofit of my choice to come to these meetings and bolster her positions on the council publicly because she saw what I was doing with the Renas and Tarasco, and so she wanted to pay me to do it. It's called a bribe.
Blair Beekman.
Hi, very big fan. Thanks for the meeting today. My word is, I usually try to be a bit more with my word, and I haven't been doing that. I've gone straight. I try and go into the heart of my field of open democracy and participatory democracy, and what the future of the Energy Commission needs to really be talking about and thinking a little bit more openly. And I realized yesterday I don't have all the answers at all. I'm pretty shallow, and I do have to offer a lot of deference to the work that city managers and in city government does towards clean energy issues. I don't want to deny that at all. It's a matter. The dialogue has to be towards community involved and what community can help decide as issues. Instead of you guys saying, "Oh, we'll do this," and you just don't invite the community to the process at all. And so that's why I'm worried. I'm really worried. You're just doing it all yourselves and just taking over the project when it should be a community project. Thank you. I hope you can work on it. What Paul was saying about the memo, what is it? I can't think of the term now. But the past few years, the public comment time within the council agendas have been deleted. I thought we were really working on that issue to clean that up. I know there was some problems with it, and that's going to be fixed, and you reinstate all the previous public comments at the on the minutes of the agendas. I can very gladly want to help with that process if you need that sort of help. I'll call and write yourselves and ask what's going on with that, because I thought it was an issue that was going to be cleared up and fixed up. So that's about all for now. I have a few more things to say, but thanks for the meeting. I'll try to be mellow. Thank you.
Call-in user 2. Call-in user 2.
Hi, Martha O'Connell. I think you skipped public record. I'm addressing my letter. I and other mobile home residents are confused and disappointed about the continual failure by housing to mention mobile homes when they discuss preservation of affordable housing in reports to council. During the hours-long 425 council meeting on COPA, the word preservation was used over and over. Mobile home advocates who listened to the tape of the meeting later were shocked to discover that housing staff did not say one word about preserving the 10,729 mobile homes that house well over 35,000 San Jose residents. Why did housing stay silent on mobile homes? We have been waiting for years. While money and staff time is wasted on things like COPA, this low cost and easy preservation of mobile homes drags on year after year. Mobile homes are largely omitted from housing reports. Please recognize this large segment of naturally occurring affordable housing despite housing attempts to bury us. Thank you.
Glenna Howcroft.
Hi, I'd like to speak a little bit on the regarding the San Jose preservation of mobile homes. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Glenna, we can hear you.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead and continue your comments. We can hear you.
Hello?
Glenna, we can hear you.
Hello? Here we go again.
Glenna, do you want to hang up and try again?
All right, this meeting is adjourned at 2:26. Thank you.